Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, From Ground to Games. This is episode 18. Last week we picked up all of those amazing games, particularly those GameCube games, right? It's still very rare for me to find GameCube games at a good price, and to find them at a Pay More store in the 6 for $20 section was absolutely amazing. So I'm very happy that we were able to add those to our collection. Now, this week, right? It's been kind of a long process in actually adding games to the collection. I've been doing more on the flipping side and less on the collecting side. But this week, guys, our game collection is going to explode. And so let's get into the footage. All right, y'all. Just sold this for, I think, $12.99. Gonna get it packed up and shipped out. We'll be able to add this to the game fund. Just sold this, complete season 5 of SNL. I had it posted for $20. I don't think it's worth that much after doing some more research on it. So someone offered me $12 and I just took it to get a little bit of funds in our game collection fund. So this should be about $10 after fee. So I'm going to get this packed up and then shipped out. All right, y'all, so this is, you saw a little bit of this, but this is a Thrift Smart that I go to every once in a while, but it's not really near me, so I hardly ever go to. But you can see, right, total, I spent $78. A lot of this stuff was not for the collection, but you see here, right, the medias with a little dot by it, or what is for the collection. So it's these 6 items, right? And then Wednesday is their 30% off day. So it's 30% off everything, right? So this is what I picked up. So I Spy Spooky Mansion, complete. I'm going to keep it for the collection, right? All the price tags are on the back of these, just so y'all can see, right? Every one of these is $2.99. And then this 28 days later, 99 cents and 99 cents, right? So everything is 30% off. And so I wouldn't have known this, but I think I can sell this for like $10 or $12. I just am recently watching or rewatching Retro Rick's $10 game collection, and he found this. So I picked this up. So for like $2.10 or something like that to go into 12, that's a good buy. Halo 3, what can I say, right? Halo games, anytime I can pick them up, I will. I bought these because I just needed some cases. This is like 10 cases for like 69 cents to ship out my disc-only stuff in. So I put that for the collection. And then this, y'all. I was searching, and they have DVDs up front, and then they have like VHS and like foreign DVDs in the back. And so I was going through their foreign DVDs, and this was in there. Now look at this. Remember, this is like 69 cents, right? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this out on camera. Took way too long. This is a special screening copy of 28 Days Later. I think this is worth like $20 to $30, and I got it for like 70 cents. So this is going to be a great buy. But I got all of this. It totaled $10.69. So that was stop 1. Forgot to tell y'all. I'm going to keep these 2 in the collection. Sell this. And I think this one's worth like 15 or 20. So I'm probably going to sell that as well. Guys, $25. That's what I just picked up for $25. I'll break it down a little bit for y'all. Picked this up from a pawn shop that's right across the street from that thrift store. And I normally don't go in there, just as I said, it's kind of out of the way. But since they was there, I stopped in. And they don't have very many games, but they have some. Forgot to take some footage of the little stack that they had. But I was going up, they don't only had like their DVDs were $1, so nothing for video games. I picked a few out and then I put them back, and I went and asked, how much are your video games? He's like, $1 or $2. And I was like, all right. So, because I asked him like for the older ones for the PS2 and like Xbox 360 and stuff, because I saw this and I was like, oh, whatever this is going to be, probably it's going to be a good deal. He's like $1 or $2. And I was like, whatever. Okay. So I just picked up a big stack of games, and I was thinking like these would be $1 and these newer ones would be $2, right? And so I bring my stack up to the counter and he just counts them all up. He's like, how does $25 sound? Guys, 18 games for $25. Crazy price. Because you just think, right? 8 of these games, right? If these were $2 a piece, 16, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So it's 26. And this is 25 after, like, after tax and everything, $25 total. So he gave me a great deal on these games. And most of this stuff is probably going to just stay in the collection because it's a great deal. Predator, I love all the Predator movies. And this one is still, I mean, it's a little beat up, right? And it's like open, but it's still sealed. Metal Gear Solid 5, Rainbow Six Siege, made after me, the Handsome Collection. Black Sad, Doom, Risk of Rain, and Rise of Rome for the Xbox One. Only 2 PlayStation 2 games, Ace Combat 5 and SmackDown vs. Raw 207. Few PS3 games, Oblivion, Black Ops, and then Tales of Borderland. Splinter Cell, unfortunately, is disc only. Farming Simulator is complete. Obviously, a GameStop for Super Street Fighter 4, Skyrim. And then this is the little Star Wars Clone Wars Tetris dual pack game. Oh yeah, I was looking in this yesterday, or as well, and it came with an additional game in there when I opened it. Xbox Star Wars Battlefront. So that was really cool to see, an extra game. So technically 19 games, right? Even though that one's disc only, but 19 games for $25. Absolute steal. Guys, continue to go through your thrift stores and pawn shops. All right, and then this you saw was, unfortunately, this is the Pay More store, right? The 6 for $20 that I got. I picked up all of this stuff. He said when I was talking to the guy, his family's from Texas as well. Super nice guy. He's like the manager of the Pay More store, and so we were just having a conversation, right? We talk about Texas and stuff like that, and driving back down and forth. And so he was talking about there's a lot of people came and wiped him out at 6 for $20. So I bet there was some even better stuff than what I got. But I'm really happy with what I found. So you see up here, right? Anytime I find cheap DS or 3DS games, I'm just going to pick them up to add to the collection. Didn't even know there was a SeaWorld for the DS. So that's nice to see. This one had Angry Birds Trilogy in there, not Angry Birds Star Wars. So I took it out. Another 64 game, Rugrats in Paris. Bible game for the GBA. And then Soul Calibur 4 with Yoda. This Cars game, Harry Potter, Taufing, Mace Griffin, Super Mario Maker, PS3, Sonic Ultimate Genesis. And then I'm going to try to sell, I don't think I can sell this, right? But I'm going to try to sell these on the bottom. So, Minecraft Story Mode, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Last of Us Remembered, right? These PS4 games and Xbox One games that they have there usually sell. Remember, it's 6 for $20, so I try to find games that I can find and sell for about $10 each to pay for everything else. I'm going to try to sell this for 10, this for 10, this for 10, and then this isn't worth much. When I was picking through it, right, I just kind of go based off of memory for what has sold. I thought this was the other Horizon game, not Zero Dawn. We already actually have the Zero Dawn, right? Complete edition that's already on our eBay store. I'm trying to sell it for 10. I saw somebody sell both of these together for I think like $25. So what I'm probably going to do is delete this one and add this one to this one and see if I can sell the both of them for 20. If I can do that right, that would be 10, 20, 30. That's $40, right? Right here. I might see if I can get 10 for this as well, but I think it's only worth like 7. But let's just say I can do 10, 20, 30, 40. This Bible game is also worth a little bit, but and then like all of this is worth like $10, right? Mario Maker just good to have. But if I can sell this for like around 40, and get everything else, this was like $65 and some change, so $66. And then if I get to add all of this stuff to the collection, that would be amazing. I'm trying to add more games because I've really just been adding funds right now, but now I'm going to start getting games for our collection. Pay more, continue to go there. Great store. All right, y'all. So this is everything we picked up this week, right? Which is crazy to find this much games still in 2026, I feel like, right? All of this was at the Pay More store. All this was at a Cash America pawn shop. And then these cases, 3 games, and Wild American 28 Days Later were at the thrift store. So, guys, I'm going to sell a few of these games, right? But $65, $25, and then like 10, right? So all of this was about $100. And I should be able to get probably right around that back, and then add I'm going to add this entire stack to the collection, add all of this to the collection, these to the collection. So pretty much I will probably break even or only pay like $10 to $20 and be able to add 20 to 30 games to our collection.
Kind of done.
All right, y'all. Just sold this for $17.99 plus shipping. I got it for the 6 for $20 deal at Paymore, and so this pays for almost all or 6 of the games that I picked up with it. So I'm gonna get it packed up and shipped out, and then we should get the money in 1 or 2 days. All right, y'all. So I kind of just wanted to show y'all this. I don't know if some of you know this, but permanent marker, right? This is on the 28 Days Later that I just bought for like 69 cents plus tax, so like 70 cents. And so, right, someone who has permanent marker on either a game, right, or a cardboard like this is less likely to spend more money on it because so they're going to want a cheaper price. So if you just take a dry erase marker, right, and outline whatever was in permanent marker, right? Look at that. It's already coming off. Who knows how long that was on there for. But with a little bit of elbow grease, right? We'll just do it. You just wipe it off. And so, sorry for the shakiness, but just to show y'all that you can get it off and it's going to look 1,000 times better, and that you can get a little bit more money or a lot more money for your stuff if you just take off the permanent marker. All right, y'all, I just posted this last night. We just picked this up for like $2.30 at a thrift store, and it just sold for $20 on eBay. So I'm going to get it packed up, and then we'll be able to add these funds to our game fund. All right, y'all. This, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I got this back in like episode 5 or 6. Resident Evil or Biohazard, right? Degeneration and Damnation. Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray. I've had this for quite a long while, and so some stuff, if you know it has value, you just got to kind of wait on it. I have had this listed, I think, for like $80 or $90. Went back and forth with this one buyer, settled on $70. I bought this for $39. Not going to be very much of a profit, but still a profit to add to our game fund. I can't believe we found everything that we found this week. And so we actually found stuff in a few different areas instead of just Goodwill, instead of just Paymores or retail stores, right? And so we went to thrift stores and found stuff to flip, but also we found video games to keep for our collection. Next, we went to a Pay More store, right? I keep telling y'all, if you have them in your area, make sure you go. Their 6 for $20 section is how you can build a game collection, but also find some pretty good stuff in there to flip, to build some funds up to do so. And lastly, guys, I know I haven't been to a pawn shop, and I think since like the first few weeks of the From Ground to Games episodes. And so I went to a pawn shop that I don't normally go to. And guys, we got 18 video games for our collection for only $25. Game collecting is still live and well in 2026. This is the summer of 2026. And so make sure you are still going to your retail stores, because you can fund a collection but also buy games from that. You can do so at a thrift store, but you can also do at a pawn shop. And it was specifically a Cash America that we went to. Thank you so much for watching episode 18. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment about what I'm finding. I'm adding games now, and so if you have a particular game that you are amazed that I have found so far, or something that is your favorite game or a favorite episode, please comment down below. Until next week,